Back at it like talking about bringing you the best of music, culture, politics, major and underground, you dig? Today we got a special guest. Family. All money in McAfee. Man, this got to start many businesses up, man. Showing the true essence of independence, you dig? We're gonna bring him in for an interview, see what's happening with him. All money in. Oh, what up, G? JP45, you know what it is, man. Yo. Cuz came with a slam. Nigga, we back on roll. This time we came with a band. Talk about you blowing a bag. Nigga, you came with a band. First get it appreciate you, man. Then go and get some land. Map your whole shit out. Waiting on McAfee, you know. Rather be sitting on top than sitting in the can. Niggas be mad at me. Yeah. They can't do what I can. Niggas be hating on me. Cause they ain't what I am. I buy the right shells. Bet my shit won't jail. These niggas might tell. Just to stop my plan. I'm in God's hands. Nigga, this God's plan. I was a convict. Never a con man. I had to soul search. Find out who I am. Yeah, put in my own work. I had to go first. Before I could feed anybody. I had to soul search. I had to soul search. I had to soul search. Yeah. Put in my own work. I don't need nobody. I had to go first. Before I could feed anybody. He goes to look over here. I had to soul search. I had to soul search. Been up the trade. I had to soul search. I had to run it up, never keep running up, you know, like it be coming up. Don't play with me, no, this gun is up, no, this time, little niggas be dumb as fuck. This two got me plumbing up, got me hopping out of a truck, and I'm on a truck, what the fuck is up, what the fuck is up, to be body, in the jump. What's up with it, Mac? Never come to speak shit to it, never bump $1 billion nigga. You know, we rocking today. Everything was fucking up, my word, everything changed, had a little girl, gotta keep it nothing less than third, my soul hurt, like I'm so search. I was so live a life like an open book, like a hope. I feel like it's a cold bird, Did it all by myself, like I ain't got nobody. I ain't got no niggas still pop my waist, I feel I be the shot somebody, black up attitude. I'm gonna get aggressive on the nigga, doing me never stressing on the nigga. Try I go to prison on the nigga. Got a girl, nigga take it up, She never made it up, 100 for the good of me. In this crib, I got gave it up, got gave it up. Put in my own work, I had to go first. Yo. I had to soul search. 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 Put in my own work. I don't need nobody. I had to go first. Before I could feed anybody. I had to soul search. 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 Had to find my own work. Had to put in my own work. Straight to the block, skip homework. I make some careless decisions. Yeah. I got some homies in prison. I got some brothers ain't living. Take a few chances I didn't. Look how it panned out. Bossed up, I took the man route. 10 toes had to stand down. Was the man then, I'm the man now. They ain't wanna see my vision. Now they gotta see us winning. Working it out like it's fitness. I made my way out the trenches. Now we at the top of the building. We just on the block with some killers. My mind don't make any millions. Taking care of my mom since she chillin'. Making sure that the family's straight. Dog, they know I'm coming when they call. Don't shop at the mall. I'm rocking my own shit. This designer I made. I see you, man. Come on in, baby. No birthday, get a fam cake on my worst day. Never Thursday. Yo. What's happening with it, fam?
What it do? What it do?
Oh, man. We are now had an honor to be in the presence of McAfee. MFL, all money in. You dig what family? Good to see you.
Likewise. Appreciate it.
Well, we was just up here banging, man, soul search, man. Sitting a long way to Jay Stone and Kane, you dig? You know what I'm saying? For sure had a long journey, you dig? But today we talking about your journey. So let's start with just this here. Let me ask you this. Well, explain and how was your start in music, and why?
My start, I can say it started off with the piano being in my mama's house. You know what I mean? And I love music. So shit, whatever I used to hear on the radio, I just play it on the piano
Right.
and play it by ear without even learning how to read yet. And then
Wow.
by the time I got to junior high school, I was in the band, graduated to jazz workshop, and from there I've been reading and writing music.
Wow.
So that's how that started.
Well, what gave you the idea to say, hey, going into the industry would be something I'd like to do?
Well, shit, it was almost like that's what needed to be done, basically, because once you fall in love with music, you try to figure out what you want to do with it and how
Right.
you want to be recognized for it. So
Absolutely.
yeah, I learned how to play, well, read music. So I played the clarinet and the saxophone, and from there, you know what I'm saying, went to the band, and from there, once you hear a beat, percussion, and all that, then you learn how to put it together. It's a wrap. And I loved it ever since junior high.
Well, where did both parties join when you went from that to management and booking with artists?
But I came down later down the line. After running laps in the studio with my own group, I had a group called Lil Homies. It was
Right.
me and my own Pain, and then from Lil Homies, I grew into Mac Life Entertainment. We was throwing parties back then, but you know what I'm saying, I was in the studio doing my own shit. But
Absolutely.
then, I grew up in a little thug life era, so shout out to Runner and Macadocious and all of them that was part of Thug Life for Pop. So that's where I got Mac Life from, Thug Life.
Right. Right.
And you stand by
Absolutely.
me being Crenshaw finest, you know what I'm saying? Shit, it was just bound to happen.
Well,
Graduated
let me
from
ask you
Crenshaw,
this. Since you touched on
started
that,
at
how did you even meet Stone?
Stone. You said how I link up with Stone?
Right.
Stone, shit, back in 2000 and what was that, 13? Um, I met him through Tati, T Hottie. And you know
Right.
what I'm saying? Ever since we linked, it was like, damn, he was pushing his music. I think he was like one mixtape in. You know what I'm saying? I had already did a lot of shit and I had a lot of relationships already. So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga was just following that blue brick road. You know what I'm saying? Whatever plugs I had, I gave it to him. And whatever plugs he had, he laced my shoes. So chemistry was perfect, man, and we just ain't stopped.
Right. Right. Well, let me ask you this. Um, being losing Nip, I know the team took a deep dive to where I seen a lot of artists that they lose they main the main person in the spot that's needed, and everything is destroyed. How were you able, as a manager, as even just a close friend, to be able to get close to Stone and let him know, hey, you know, we have to push through this. We have things to do. Because most cats, you know what I'm saying, you really see how much heart they have for this music when drastic things happen. And they'll quit. I'm talking the blink of an eye. What made y'all not quit?
Well, before that even happened, we was already running laps. We was running our laps. We were on our 25/8 lap, running my Mac Life lap, the MFL laps, and you know that's like it's like a locomotion. You know what I'm saying? A train ain't gonna stop just like that. You
Right.
feel me? It takes some force to stop a train that's been building up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, shout out to Nip. He created a motor like that 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 didn't allow the associates to stop just like that because the train was still going,
Right. Right.
regardless. of his demise. Um, but the want to get your music and your message out there and to promote the bro message, it was just it's a heart driven drive if you love music, period. So it's like as if bro passed the torch almost, you know. Like, look, keep this shit going.
Right.
I did my part. Now do yours.
Explain to me, because I noticed, you know, I don't know if you noticed, because I know you guys so busy working. You guys kind of stopped the world for a second and kind of changed the game. When I say change the game, what I mean by that, I'm speaking independency. Nip preached independency. I heard you spoke on MFL. I heard you speak on the Mac. I'm sorry, Mac Tato. I mean, all these independent businesses. How important is that for people to know it's good to be independent?
Well, for me, it's a sense of responsibility and owning up and accountability to responsibility. You are in charge of your own destiny. So if you put that in someone else's hands, it ain't a guarantee you gonna end up where you want to be. So the independent route allows you to master all sides of the business, from creating to marketing to advertising to campaigning. It just it sharpens your tools on the whole spectrum. And so, I mean, shit, you already know we block boys, so turn nothing into something. So you turn nothing into something, and then something into something greater. You just learn those skills along the way.
All right, well, let's speak on this. Let's speak on the Mac Tato. You're a chef, man. You have some pictures on there look like, man, look here. You did explain where that started and exactly what you're doing with that.
All right. Mac Tato, world famous Mac Tato. I started Mac Tato because I needed to make some more money. I was fighting a case at the time, and I wasn't trying to do nothing illegal. I wasn't trying to do nothing wrong to fix a wrong. You know what I'm saying? I had to do something right to fix a wrong.
Absolutely.
So, you know, one of my friends suggested that I sell one of these potatoes that I normally make just for us, just to be kicking it and shit, you know? And, you know, then at that time I was still working at UCLA and shit like that, but I needed more money, and I kind of doubted myself at first, but once she said she'd buy them, I said, well, hell, if you'll buy them, I'm going to make them motherfuckers. So
right.
that weekend, I made like 10 of them and sold out. And I ain't never stopped since then. And I beat the case.
Man, now I'm going to tell you this. Now, I know you have different types of them. And I want you to explain it, because out here in Houston, should I say, not in Port Arthur, but in Houston, they have one with buffalo wings where they kind of add everything, kind of what you do, like with the potato. You dig what I'm saying? It's a big thing out there in Houston. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. So when I say that is similar, I'm not saying that's the same thing. It's just similar, you know what I'm saying? Type of ways of doing it. Let me ask you this, though. What made you think of even something like that to even make, you know, really separate yourself from everyone else instead of just cooking something a normal dish?
I'm a taste man. So it's like,
absolutely.
I get full off of taste, you know? So, you know, growing up in the hood, you know, we used to the buffalo wings, and we used to the chili cheese, and we used to the sour cream, and we used to the, you know what I'm saying, the ketchup and mustard. So I didn't want to go that route. I wanted to do more of a gourmet and keep the Mac Tato more on the higher end of the quality herbs, spices, meats, and cheeses and everything. So yeah, I started off with chicken, but then I do the best cut of of steak. I do ribeye and T-bone. Then from there, I'm gonna go up to filet mignon and lamb chops. But we getting there too, though. But yeah, it was the tasting. You know what I'm saying? And the tasting, in according to doing everything fresh, because I don't do frozen food. That and my choice of meats and herbs and seasoning, it kind of like put me in a whole different lane. So, that kind of worked with me. It worked for me too. And it helped me separate people trying to doing great. Putting the extra work that it took to prepare to do it. Because,
Right, right.
man, I create the rub for the potato. I clean the potato, create the rub for the potato, wrap it, uh, bake it. You know what I'm saying? No cutting corners.
Absolutely.
Everything freshly chopped up, nothing frozen.
Mag. Yeah. And you know what? And how I want to ask you this first. Well, if people in the LA area, how they go about ordering?
Oh yeah, well, I'm working on the site right now, mactato.com. I already bought the domain, so I'm just uploading those pictures right now. But you can always go on my Instagram at Mr. Mactato, MrMacTatoe. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Follow up, and you know what I'm saying. You gotta order your Mactato in advance, so I recommend that you call at least a day before, schedule your pickup time, and whatever you would like to have, and I'm gonna make it fresh.
absolutely. Well, let's change subject just a second. Let's speak of your MFL management. You have a new artist, Tiana. Let's speak on your new artist. Introduce her.
T Hottie. She
Tiana. I'm sorry, I
yeah, her
apologize.
name Tatiana, but we call her T Hottie. Her rap name T Hottie, Princess Tati on Instagram. Tati been rapping since she was a kid. You know what
Right.
I'm saying? She went through life too, like everybody else, and it might have slowed her down, but at the same time, she never quit. And yeah,
Right.
she's dope. She's out of LA, born and raised, and she's a sound woman right now with a different sound. So, you know, by that being my niece as well,
Right.
I couldn't let that just go to waste. So whatever tools and opportunities that I have, what I'm saying, I try to introduce her and help her mold her into a great artist because she's becoming one.
Okay. Okay. What is she working on now? Or does she have anything out?
Well, right now she's working on an album. Um,
Absolutely.
it's probably gonna be self-claimed T Hottie, unless we come up with a different name. But right now she is like 80% finished with her project. She do got songs out on YouTube. She got about 3 hits out on YouTube, but she also have about a half a dozen of features that she'd already did, and
Absolutely.
they're working on their videos and stuff like that. But yeah, she got 2 more videos to rock out for this album project. We're gonna wrap it up, do the photo shoot for the cover album, and she should be having a summer release though. T Hottie. So, yep, look that up, and you can look at her music on YouTube right now. Just subscribe to T Hottie on YouTube, and her catalog gonna pop up.
Okay. Okay. Well, knowing you have a new artist on your hand, let me ask you this. What is your mental process when you're dealing with a new artist? Let me ask you this first. Just like Stone, you understand? Um, what attracts you to an artist?
Um, their ambition, their skill level, their ambition. Without those two, it's gonna be hard to push through the problems you go through with doing music. You
Absolutely.
know, so that requires a balance of skill level and ambition. You gotta want it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna get it if you don't want it. We ain't used to no silver spoons. Ain't motherfucker ever handed me anything. You know what I mean? I'm still getting it up the mother. So
So
to
do
be
you feel
able
that's
to
a big misconception in the game? that is really, you know what I'm saying? A lot of
Oh,
folks
yeah.
not realize
It's
how
a
hard it
major
is.
misconception. Motherfuckers want you to give them everything you work for without putting in that work. You know what I'm saying? Without running them laps. And I get it though. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna try to. They're gonna try it. They're gonna try to get it the best way they can. But you know, everything, you know what I'm saying, that come easy can go easy. You feel me? And then
Yeah,
anything that comes hard is gonna be kind of hard to go. So, you know what I'm saying, you can pick your own route with the game. You know, some people like the fast route. Other people want to take the stairs. So, you know what I'm saying? I decided to take the stairs, you know? And it's
absolutely.
cool because you get to learn as you go.
What would be your advice for artists or young artists that's working right now that may feel that, you know, McAfee, I have put in the work. Well, I feel that I put in the work. I just feel overlooked sometimes because it's so saturated. Because I know that's probably something you've experienced with artists.
Well, and I'm gonna speak from an artist's point of view. I can care less how saturated the game is. It ain't gonna stop me from doing what the hell I want to do or what I want to show the world. So my advice would be to never quit, period, because you can only get better every day. I don't care if it was a new rapper every day. You've been running your laps. Eventually, your V8, your V12 gonna dust out that little rotary engine,
Right.
and you gonna be up that road, and it's gonna be kind of hard for them to catch you. So
Right.
never quit. Master your art. Master your lane. That's one thing I always did was stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, man. If you've done a great job, you've done a great job. Not only for
Appreciate it.
yourself and your family, for the culture also. Y'all have done a lot.
Appreciate it.
And we salute you guys. We give you guys
Thank you,
a lot
man.
of
Thank you.
respect. And last of all, my last question is,
You got it.
what is the future for McAfee?
What's the future for McAfee?
Yes, sir.
Oh shit. Okay. Well, we
You got
starting
to
off
have
with.
some goals out there, man.
I'm
I
a
know
film person.
you done reached a
I love
lot of it, but
movies.
we got to make some more.
Yeah, I love movies. I love movies, man. And you know what I'm saying? Thank
Yeah,
God that God blessed us to even go through certain things that allowed us to be legendary. So, you know, of course, we're gonna have a package for that. But yeah, man, creative content is my thing. You know what I'm saying? I think a
absolutely.
lot. I network. I listen. My one of my best skills is listening. You know,
Right.
and you know, and I love stories. So you can take all those elements and put them in one. You got a movie. So film has always been my love. Continue doing great music. Open up this restaurant with Mac Tato.
Yeah.
Um, you know,
Yeah.
this MFL management, you know, we signing artists too though. So don't think that, you know, we gonna be sleeping on the new talent too. So we got that
Absolutely.
in the mix. And then, you know, continue opening up businesses. Man, we trying to, you know, create that generational wealth. You know? We ain't tripping off fast,
Absolutely.
but you
And
know,
the people do need more opportunities, bro. That's a blessing.
yeah.
Well, let me let you speak on that lastly. You speaking on the movies. Isn't your audience, your artist and baby gangster?
Yeah,
Did
yeah,
I
yeah.
forget
You can
about to
go
film
see
another
Hottie.
movie, right? Speak on.
Yeah, she played Toya and Baby
Right.
Gangster the movie. You can watch that right now on Amazon Prime. She popping on there, and she got booked for another movie for that. And yeah, she ready to work too. So you know, what I'm saying any opportunities out there, man, shoot them my way. You know, get in the DMs or whatever, man. We can make it happen.
Absolutely, Mac. Man, we appreciate your time, man. Show my love to everyone, the fam. You dig what I'm
Hey,
saying? Big Kev, Stone, you know what I'm saying? Of
yeah,
course, yourself. You dig? Hey, man, we was glad to have you, man. It was a great interview, man. We salute, man. You know, if you need I'm one call away. Like talking about
thank you. I appreciate it, bro. I
it, man.
appreciate it. Let's get it, man. You know, man, this is the milestone. Let's keep going.
Already, man. Bet that. 4-5 MFL, all money in. You dig it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.